My guy, welcome to Sport Presents.
Yes,
My
sir.
boy 26 the CEO in the building. How you feeling today?
Shit, I'm doing all right, man.
It's a bet, it's a bet. Uh, First and foremost, for the viewer that's watching, I would like you to introduce yourself.
Man, OB Lightborn, 26THECEO on Instagram. I'm the credit guy, bro.
So yes, sir. We've been doing this thing for a while. Make sure I go ahead and tap in.
When I came fresh out of high school, I went and got one of those Discover student cards. They send it to everybody in the mail. Discover student card, they'll approve you for like $500, $700, however much, just depending on your credit. So I ended up getting one of those cards, um, used it for a little bit, stopped paying it, got the card charged off. My credit was just in the dump for a good amount of time. So just seeing the impacts of me not having good credit, I couldn't get approved for a lot of stuff. Like I was trying to it was times where I had no money. I had a car, I was trying to get maintenance on the car. I'm trying to apply for little things like Snap Finance and they, deny me for that. So I'm like, dang man, I need to make some I need to make some shake. So, I over the years, I just always been in my podcast. Like I always watch podcasts all day, every day. Like Bandman Kevo, Earn Your Leisure, things like that. I just watch a whole bunch of podcasts. Everything that I seen on the podcast, all I would hear is credit, 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 stocks, credit. Things like that. Like financial literacy things like, how to maintain money, how to, grow your money, things like that. So once I learned about credit, I learned how people actually leverage their credit the right way and that all debt isn't bad debt. So what my main goal is just to bring that into my community, like show them that all debt isn't bad debt. Credit, you could change your life simply with your credit. Like you don't need nothing else but your credit to change your life, honestly. After it got to the point where I just felt like I was ready to learn, I sold my car, got like $4,000 out of it, bought my first mentorship for $5,000. And then from my mentor Lenny, and then he taught me the game, basically everything. It took me like a month to learn everything. After that first month of just going through the mentorship, I got my first paid client.
What are some of your biggest challenges you've faced in the early stages of building your company, and how do you overcome them? How did you overcome them?
I think the biggest challenge would be building trust. Honestly, building testimonials, building trust, having people actually trust you to work on their profile. How I overcame that, I basically just utilize social media. Every day I'm posting results. Every day I'm posting testimonials. Every day I'm, doing something to build trust with people because people people like consistency. Everybody might not be consistent, but if you're consistent, that sets you out from everybody else. Building trust, that was probably one of the biggest humps to overcome, and I'm still in a way overcoming that hump. So, because it's still no matter how much followers you got, bro, you still got to earn somebody's trust. Eventually, you'll get to a point where people will just know you for what you do, and people won't second guess, your business because you just done changed so much people's lives. So that's where I'm trying to get to right now. So what we do is we get negative items removed off your credit report. While we get those negative items removed, we help you build positive credit. So we'll give you the tools that you need in order to start building your credit up because a problem that a lot of people have is, they'll have a whole bunch of negatives on their account, but no positives, and they'll wonder why their scores are 480 the whole time. Even if we were to delete all the negatives, it's like you have no positives to back up, what's on your credit report. So then, stuff will come off, and then you'll still be at like a 500. But once we add positive accounts, now when the negatives come off, now you're in the 700s, high 600 range. But we also help entrepreneurs and anybody actually who want to start their business. We help them get access to capital using their credit.
What's the most common misconception people have about credit repair and financial growth?
So one of the biggest misconceptions people have about credit repair is that it's not possible and that it's not legal. When in fact, we use something called consumer laws, the FCRA, Fair Credit Reporting Act. This was basically a law passed that basically protects us as consumers from the credit bureaus. So TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and it's so much other credit bureaus that people don't know about, like Innovis, early warnings, check system, the bureaus for the bank accounts. Um, but yeah, all those bureaus, and it's a few of them, but they all have to respect the consumer law. So basically, what we do is we utilize those laws and force them to get items deleted. And if they don't delete items, or if they're in violation and they don't delete items, they're at risk of getting sued. So we also file litigations and attack them through the courts as well if they refuse to remove items that are actually violating the consumer laws.
Dang, so like this can go to the court.
Yeah, it gets serious, bro. I mean, checks for like 25K. I done seen it.
Can you share a success story of a client who transformed their financial situation on your guidance?
So one of my best transformations as of right now, I had a client go from a seven. No, I had him go from a 523 to a seven. I believe it was a 718. So this person, he didn't have any positive credit history. He just had negatives on there, hospital bills, collections, things like that. We ended up wiping his whole profile in like 2 months. And of course, he got the expedited package. Within that time span, after we wiped his credit, he was able to go to the auto dealership and get his car. So that's one of our best success stories as of right now.
So is 2 months like the estimated time when everything can get cleared up?
Typically it takes anywhere from 1 to 7 months.
Okay, cool.
On average. The average credit repair, Google it. It's 3 to 6 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Our average is anywhere from 1 to 7 months. Meaning, give or take, it could take shorter, it could take longer, it could take exactly in that range.
Okay, but what strategies do you use to help clients not only fix their credit, but also leverage it for business and long-term wealth?
So, once we fix your credit, utilizing consumer laws, factual disputing, Metro 2, will then help you add on positives. So when we add on positives, this is basically building and optimizing your credit profile to look good. So when you apply for funding from the banks, you'll get a good amount approved, rather than you getting a petty $500, $300 credit card limit. People be falling into that trap. So, what I'm saying? It's just doing things like adding, positive trade lines like Credit Strong, Ava, that'll give you revolving credit. Things like rent reporters that'll add some age on your profile. We even go as far as helping people get Shelf Corps, which is basically buying an aged LLC, because your LLC has to be open for it. It's better to have an aged LLC when applying for funding. You don't have to, but it's better. We'll help you basically structure your LLC the right way. We'll help you structure and optimize your credit profile the proper way, and then we'll actually utilize our bank relationship managers to help you go get capital.
What is some stuff to look out for as from a client's point of view? What is like some red flags to look out for anybody that's trying to use like this field as like a way to
get over on people?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some red flags?
First red flag I'll tell you is, if they don't use a credit monitoring service, MyFreeScore Now, Smart Credit, Identity IQ, if they're just fixing your credit through Credit Karma and stuff like that, straight through Experian and things like that, that's a red flag. I mean, you do have some legit people who go that route, but if somebody's actually running a legitimate business, they're gonna have a credit monitoring software, because for one, that helps you keep track of your clients. It helps you pull their reports every month so you can properly do the right disputes. So that's one thing. Second thing is people guaranteeing you time frames. If somebody says, "Oh, I can get your credit cleared in 15 days, 30 days," that means they're sweeping your credit profile, and that's not sustainable results. Sometimes those items, they do come back. Not to say not that I'm knocking it, what I'm saying, because some people, they prefer that. Some people will say, "Hey, I just want to get my profile cleaned up so I can just go get this funding next week, and then I really don't care if the stuff come back. I just need the funding right now." Or maybe I need my apartment next week. I need these items wiped off. That's cool. But just if that's not what you're looking for though, just keep in mind that what I'm saying, the fast route is not always the best route, because even though you might get those items removed in 2-3 days, they might come back in 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying? But if you do this the right way, using consumer law, Metro 2, factual disputing, you know what I'm saying, getting the items off legally, without doing a sweep, you know what I'm saying, you'll see more sustainable results. So those items stay off.
Okay, so all right, Ben, that's a great. I appreciate that because now if I ever see somebody say like, oh yeah, I get it done like in 4 days, oh frick, man, you're good. I'm gonna look at it like, okay, wait, hold on, it shouldn't
And
take
then
that.
some of these credit repair companies, they'll only do one round for you.
Mm.
So even though you might see them getting crazy results, like they getting 200 points plus 20 items removed, whatever, getting stuff deleted, that doesn't mean, what I'm saying, they're actually a legitimate credit repair company. Because what they'll do is they'll just, on some side hustle stuff, they'll run around, get the items deleted, and some people don't get results in that first round, and then that's just that. Now they're saying, oh, this person scammed me out my money and this, that, but that person really just doesn't know how the credit repair process goes. Like, you actually have to send rounds out. It's not just send one letter and then, what I'm saying, hope everything fall off. If it don't fall off, then that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's actual rounds. Like with us, you might not get no items removed on the first month, on the first round. That's cool though.
Mm-hmm.
It's strategic the way we do it, because we're setting them up. So we'll send that first round letter is, hey, I need these items deleted. They're inaccurate. They're unverifiable, etc. Oh, nothing comes off. All right. You told me it was reported as accurate. So that second round, I'm gonna send you another letter, but this time I'm gonna ask you, since you said that these items are accurate, I need you to verify and send me these specific documents stating how you and proof that you actually investigate these items and that you reported them, and that you seeing that they was inaccurate. Once I send that, they have to send me those documents. If they can't send me those documents, then them items have to go, because by law you have to investigate if I dispute. And if you can't give me any type of real proof that you investigated, because sometimes they won't even investigate for real, they'll just look at it, oh, run it through the computer, and people lazy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Anybody that's watching right now, please be careful because it's dog eat dog world sometimes. But we also have good people out here that are really trying to help each other out. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful, be aware, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah. Bigger vision, S&P 500.
Big.
I want this company to go public.
How do you plan to expand the reach of financial literacy to more communities that need it the most?
So, I mean, simply through my platforms.
Right.
I act the way I act in my videos, and I present a specific type of image because it's a certain audience that I want to attract to see my actual, content. Because the people who know it, that's not who I'm trying to attract. Who I'm trying to attract is people who are like, hey man, credit's lame. Oh, that stuff's lame. But now I'm gonna show you that it's not lame. So you're gonna see what I'm doing with it. You're gonna see how I'm, living my life. You're gonna see what I'm doing. It's gonna attract people that actually, okay, so how do I learn this credit stuff? Or how can this credit stuff benefit me? That's really what I'm trying to bring into this. Um, because when I was younger, I didn't know nothing about credit. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody taught me anything. I had to get in my books, I had to get in my podcast, I had to get on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, to actually learn. You know what I'm saying? So
Now you're just making the atmosphere more enjoyable. More
yeah.
fun filled, being yourself, being authentic with it. What is some advice you would give to someone who wants to turn their financial challenges into opportunities?
Start with your credit, man. That's literally that's literally like, bro, like people don't understand, like simply by having a good credit score and then, optimizing your profile the right way, you can literally use that to build build generational wealth. And that's how everybody else, that's how all the other races did it. You know what I'm saying? White people, the Jews, everybody, they're actually, they utilize credit. Black people we're the only race that view credit as a bad thing. And that the only reason that is because, for one, we're undereducated, so we don't know the true power of credit. And then on top of that, we use credit for bad debt.
Mm-hmm.
I know my mom. I mean, nothing against her, but every time I knew she used her credit, it was for to buy something that she couldn't afford. So maybe some couches that she had to buy and then just broke it down through credit, or maybe a TV. None of those are gonna make you money. It's people out here using credit to buy businesses, and now they're generating income from those businesses and they're paying back the debt. There's people out here using credit to go, buy a property. Now that property is bringing them revenue, and now they're using that to pay off the debt. Just because it's debt don't mean it's bad debt. It's a difference between good debt and bad debt. So,
Is it smart to have multiple credit cards, like 5 to 6 credit
oh
cards?
yeah, have as much credit cards as you can handle. If you can handle it, because another trick that a lot of people use, more wealthy people use, they don't use their cash. You should never use your cash. You should always have credit cards. Why I say that? For one, a lot of credit cards give you cash back and reward points. Debit cards, it's a few out there that give you that, but not really. If we was in the alleyway, it's probably a somebody in the alleyway ski masked up ready for us. Would you rather have my money on you, or would you rather have your money on you? You rather have my money, because why? If you lose it, it's like, dang, what's my money anyways? Same thing with the credit cards and debit cards. If you go swipe your debit card at the gas station and they wipe your account, they start taking Lyft, Ubers, everything, start wiping money out your account. Would you rather they wipe it from your credit card or your debit card? The credit card is not really your money. It's the bank money. So all you gotta do is just dispute it. That money coming back quicker than your debit card. And then, not to mention, you should only spend what you have in your debit on your credit. So if you have a $10,000 credit card, but you only have $1,000 in your bank account, don't spend over $1,000 on your credit card, and you'll be alright. You'll pay it back on time, pay it down to zero. You gain cash back and rewards points on that credit, and you good.
All right, I'm gonna do a rapid fire question round for you real quick.
All right,
You ready? How you feel?
cool.
All right, bet. Are you a morning person or are you a night person?
Night, hate the morning.
One book, one podcast, or a quote that changed your mindset.
Success loves speed.
So, coffee or tea?
I don't really drink coffee, so tea.
Okay, cool. One word that describes your journey so far.
Bumpy.
For that. I just want to say I appreciate you, man, for being part of the platform, bro. This is not your last time being up here. I hope the person that's watching could have watched this video and got some valuable information from you, and build confidence in their journey of building financial success. And yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. You have any last words you want to give to the camera before we exit out?
26THECEO on Instagram.
Sir.
26THECEO on TikTok. That's pretty much it. I'll be on Instagram and TikTok, man. YouTube will come soon, but
So, I'm gonna see y'all next one.